Let me
Okay,
start that video. Let me start it on. Put it on in the background here.
of the direct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was going to go, my dick! Oh, Sakurai! Oh my god! But I'll leave that to Etika.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's definitely an Etika
I'm
thing to do.
definitely not the hype man here. So, I'm not, I'm going to leave the hypest thing at the end. So let's start with, there's a game called Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers. It's a sequel to another series. I mean, to the Dylan series, which I've never heard of. Have you?
Ne- Never
No.
heard of it.
Right. Okay. I figured the only person who would know would probably be Ian. So it's not turn based. It's a tower defense game
I'm in.
where you play as this cowboy armadillo
I'm
who
out.
can Sonic the Hedgehog his way into enemies, and there's also racing mechanics. The demo comes out on May 10th on the eShop. It's for the 3DS also.
Okay.
All right, so
What
you're
was
not
this called again?
Dylan Dead Heat Breakers.
There's so many games coming out. I just Googled all the things coming out. It's not even on the list. All right, that sounds decent. I like a good tower defense game. Okay.
All right,
What's next?
Luigi Mansion. This game remade for 3DS.
Wii U what?
3DS. Luigi Mansion.
Oh, the Luigi Mansion. Like you said, like
The first one from
Luigi
the
Mansion.
GameCube.
Oh, the first one. Okay, not just like not the one that came out for the 3DS, because I do
Right.
remember there was one that came.
Yeah. No. No. It's
That's going to the
definitely for the
Switch
first
or
one.
going to the 3DS.
Dark Souls.
Here's where your excitement is.
No, it's not. I don't. You know. Okay. You're getting me triggered here because you know why? It's Dark Souls 1 of all Dark Souls. My least
Well, of
favorite
course.
in the Souls series. That's controversial. A lot of people will go like Dark Souls 2 is the worst, but I don't give a damn about their opinion. Dark Souls 1 is a buggy mess.
And
It
now it's
doesn't
coming to the
offer,
Switch.
and like you have most what you're most gonna be running is a sword and a shield.
Where's the fun in that?
I mean, I'm kind of
You're triggered.
drawing a blanket statement there.
No, you're triggered. It's
Because
okay.
I am triggered. I am absolutely triggered. To be fair, I started off with two. So I came from two. I went two, Demon Souls, one, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3. That's the progression.
You know, this reminds me of how I like Star Wars movies. It's a very similar way we like those, but that's okay. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god.
What?
I'm seeing a commercial. I'm looking at this link on the Forbes website because it's a Forbes article listing all the games,
Yeah.
and it's doing an advertisement for the esports industry in college.
Yeah.
And my friend is in this commercial.
That's impressive.
One of
Cool.
my friends is on the Eagles,
For what
which
game?
is CS:GO. I'm on him since grade school. Anyway, sorry.
So
I saw him in a commercial. I was like, whoa. Yes. Okay. So yeah, Dark
yeah,
Souls 1.
is
Everyone thinks it's the best, but you personally do not.
no,
That's fine.
no.
I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. I have a hated opinion here. I even think there's. Oh. So anyway,
Okay.
so Dark Souls being ported into the Switch because anyone who have not bought, played Dark Souls yet, I guess would be Nintendo players, Nintendo fanboys.
It's not very colorful, is it?
It's very bleak,
Um,
but it is for a mature audience. Ooh, da, 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 da. Anyway, so
whoa!
Slayer.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
So, do you know who Slayer of Astora is?
No.
Do you know Praise the Sun?
No.
You never seen Praise the Sun? Where they stick their arms out in a Y shape?
No.
Alright, so, whatever. Solaire of Astora is getting a amiibo for the Switch, which is interesting.
Okay.
That's all that was announced for that.
All right.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. The next
Let me
Captain Toad
guess.
game on the Switch.
What is Captain Toad?
It's a puzzle game where you play as this one particular Toad who has no jump ability at all, and so most of what you're doing is trying to get to the star by maneuvering the map.
Okay. Yeah, that's high on their list. All right, what's next?
All right. Also, it's gonna be 2 player,
Oh, that changes everything.
and it'll get some
What's next?
levels based on Super Mario Odyssey. And according to Kotaku, looks extremely cute.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm sweating with anticipation here.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that game to come out. What's
How
next?
how do you feel about South Park, the fractured but whole, coming to the
I
Switch?
I love South Park, and it's really great to see a really funny adult game coming to the Switch.
Yeah. And
This
also all
is
DLC will be available.
all of it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, Mr. Home Improvement.
that actually I'm excited for. They should put the Stick of Truth on there as well. Both games, because like I mean, those aren't like graphically heavy games.
Right.
All right, turn-based fighter. Okay, fair enough. What's
Alright.
next?
WarioWare getting a game on 3DS.
To provide for all the drinking games. Got it.
Of course. Mario Luigi's Bowser Inside Story is being remade for a 3DS. And it
What's
comes with
that?
its own unique story that has never been made before.
I like how video games act like new original stories are something novel. Like they're the best thing that's ever happened. When literally that's like the minimum requirement for a good game, for something original and new.
Oh, if you're
But
talking about narrative wise, yes.
a lot of video game companies are just like, and we have a new story. I was like, woo, yeah, we've been asking for this for our whole lives. It's a
Well,
minimum requirement.
yeah,
Come on.
not for like a remaster. If you're just porting it, like you're just putting it on a different system, no.
And that's just
All you need
lazy.
is just to make it look good on that system and functional.
Give us
It's
new content. Why am
Shadow
I the only one asking for this?
Shadow of the Colossus was remastered and then remade, which the remade added stuff. You have Last of Us, which came out a year before where they remastered it. So they had the first game, and then they remastered it for the PS4 with all its DLC a year after it came out. Anyway, so next
Can
game.
we make new games, please? Please
No, that
continue.
costs money, and there's a risk to it. You remember these are businesses.
I'm tired of buying the same game more than once. Let's move on.
Okami HD. It's coming to Switch. All right.
Fine. What's the next game?
um, Undertale is coming to Switch. Crash Bandicoot coming to the Switch.
Is this the
Hyrule
new?
Warriors coming to the Switch. Ready for the next one?
Is there anything new coming to the
Little
Switch?
Nightmares coming to the Switch. Okay, here's the new stuff. I went down a list and checked off everything that was just a remake or a remaster or a port.
Or re-release?
Right. So actually unique stuff. not unique, new stuff. Mario Tennis Aces. You ever play?
So it's a
Were you a
new
fan of
Mario.
Mario Tennis or any of the Mario sports games?
I actually played a little bit of Mario Tennis on the Nintendo 64. I
See,
wasn't very good at it
right?
because my friend Mike had all the Nintendo consoles and still does, and they all still work. Fixes them. And yeah, we used to play Mario Tennis and GoldenEye.
Ooh, you're a true gamer,
A
according to
true
the
gamer with real games. Yeah.
yes,
No, but Mario Tennis was alright. That's cool. I'm glad they're
right.
bringing that back.
So new
Alright.
tennis is called Mario Tennis Aces. It's going to be on the Switch, and they're adding a new feature to it, which I hate. I was salty about it. And
Motion
so it's
control?
this move. I forgot what it's called, but how it works is so you have this meter, this special meter, and when you're about to serve a ball, not serve, but return a ball, you can stop time and redirect where the ball is going to go. So you can like curve it all the way to the right or to the left. Which, if you're
This is why
not
we should only make games over and over again and not make any.
exactly, however, the defensive option for that is you can stop time and then move over to the ball and return it.
How about we just not stop time at all? How
Oh,
about
also I
that?
forgot about this other feature. So if you're doing the spike that allows you to control where it's going, if the defender hit it normally and they do not time it perfectly, they can lose their racket. Their racket will just break.
Yeah, they're trying. They're trying real hard to make tennis more exciting.
Also,
They're trying really hard.
and then there's another mechanic where you can recharge the meter faster by doing trick shots. And then once you have it at maximum, you can do your ultimate move, which you haven't played the GameCube one, so you're not familiar with the ultimate move.
Yeah, no, I didn't play the GameCube one.
Yeah, GameCube was what I
So,
mostly played.
oh yeah, all right, that's fair.
Uh,
So what you're saying to me is there's gonna be someone on the very complicated and irritating Switch chat feature who instead of saying "Hey, I've got my ult" is gonna say, "Hey man, I got my ulti."
no, there's no even. You forget Nintendo has terrible voice options.
I know I'm saying someone's gonna be on it, going out of their way, and then they're gonna say ulti instead of ult, which is the second most obnoxious thing I can think of on the planet.
Right.
It's more syllables. Just say the easier thing.
But ulti
Anyway,
sounds unique. It sounds personal.
this is personal. Okay. Sorry. So tennis aces. Got it.
Fortunately for you, there's a simple, and for me also, there's a simple mode where it just takes that feature out.
Fortunately for me, I don't have a Switch.
Bet. Anyway, and the other feature for it is they're not just like Wii Tennis. They are adding a Wii Tennis mode where you mostly just swing your arms with the Switch stuff. You don't have to worry about moving.
I can jiggle my arm fat as often as I want now.
You can play with your grandmother.
She's dead.
Yeah, I can play with my grandmother.
Nice recovery there. Nice, well recovered. Yeah.
Well, so there was two paths I could have gone on that. It was the divert attention to it, or double down by saying you can go into the grave and pull her arm out. Those are the two paths.
She's ashes now. Can't do that.
You can construct
Good,
the
good
ashes
call
into
on
a
not doubling
mold.
down on that one.
Yes. Anyway, so
Oh,
ooh, getting dark.
yeah.
It looks okay. It's not something that makes me want to buy the game, but I bet for anyone who is interested.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, that reminded me of something that also got me confused. It had me smurfed up. Had me. So you remember Arms, right?
Oh, that game that was hyped up and then came out and no one played it.
Yep. So they are hosting a worldwide tournament at Nintendo North America.
So you're,
Summer,
so you're tell-
$15,000 cash prize.
what you're telling me is the 8 ARMS players who play the game are going to compete.
Yeah.
All 8 of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Which
All right.
when I saw that, I had the Home Improvement sound. I was like, oh,
What?
just confused. Like people are still playing this game.
What? That's like if they had. That's like if they had a. There's a reference for you. A World of Warcraft the card game tournament. Mind you, I still have my deck,
For
but
World
no
of
one played
Warcraft.
that.
Hold on, is that separate from Hearthstone?
It was the card game, the physical card game that Blizzard made through Wizards of the Coast before Hearthstone.
All right, I like to forget that existed.
It's actually got similar mechanics to Hearthstone. That's where it's basically the inspiration for Hearthstone.
Oh, so I mean, so it was like Magic.
Yes and no.
All right, I don't want to hear any more about it.
But imagine they threw a tournament for that. You'd be like, what?
I would be more like that existed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next game. Sushi Striker, Way of the Sushido. So it's a essentially a match 3 game. No, it's not a match 3 game. How it works is you're a samurai in a world in which sushi doesn't exist. Well, not exist. It's been banned, but you love sushi, so you need to strike out the oppressors by eating sushi. And so the mechanic is you're at like a sushi table, sushi bar, and you have to get all sushis of a similar color, and you stack it up and then attack your opponent with that bowl.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
That seems actually pretty good. That sounds okay.
Yeah, I wasn't really that interested, but yeah, it's there.
That sounds more exciting than ARMS tournament, so
Oh, it's coming to the Switch.
obviously. I wasn't expecting to say coming to Xbox One.
Coming to the Ouya.
Oh. Coming to the Steam controller.
So up next, have you? No, I'll say that next. Have you heard of Octopath Traveler?
Is this a sequel to Octodad?
No, you would think so, but no. They already had a sequel.
I would think so.
Yeah. Let me have some more.
Yeah, so wash that salt out. There you go.
Water is what plant craves. Octopath Traveler is a JRPG from Square Enix. I don't know, I haven't fact checked this, but it has a similar art design to Bravely Default.
Okay.
And
JRPG.
so they announced a new character called the Merchant, and they kind of just showed her off, and that was it.
Creative name.
Well, I assume you actually put your name, but that's a class. That's really it. I don't know anything about Octopath Traveler. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sounds like I also know nothing about Octopath Traveler.
It's a name, and every time I think about it, I go, "That's a dumb name," and then that's it.
Yeah.
The eight path traveler.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So how do you feel about No More Heroes?
What's that?
No More Heroes.
What is that?
So it's about this guy named Travis Touchdown, and he is a hitman, and he has to kill a bunch of hitmen with his beam sword. It came out in a way. It was a rated M game.
I never heard of it.
Hold on, is it made? I know it's made by Matt. I think it's made by the same person as Madwell. Let me pull this up. Gucci. Oh yeah, Suda41. That's who made it. It's not Platinum Games. Suda41 is a 51 is a developer I also like so much. I just wish he wasn't on Nintendo. I wish he was just on the PlayStation. That's it. Yeah. So, if you don't know who Suda51 is, Have you heard of some Chainsaw? Not Chainsaw Massacre. There's a Chainsaw game where you play as a cheerleader.
Dead
Have you
Island?
heard of Lollipop Chainsaw?
I have heard of Holy Pop Chainsaw.
You seen gameplay of it?
Yes.
That's who made it. That's what Grasshopper Manufacturer is. That's what Suda 51 is.
Okay.
Makes these like really goofy games with these weird characters. And so in No More Heroes, one of my favorite things about it. So he has a beam sword, essentially a lightsaber. It's a safer lightsaber. That's what it is. And it has an energy bar and it runs out. And so on the Wii, in order for you to charge up your lightsaber, you have to move your Wii towards your groin and then shake it up and down. And then as Travis Touchdown is charging it up, he's gyrating his hips, and then he does a hip pump when the lightsaber comes out. Yes, yeah, yeah. It's kind of like Bayonetta also, in that
It's
sense.
releasing on the Switch.
Yes, all the games originally came out on a Wii. It's always been a
Okay.
Nintendo product, unfortunately.
All right. Fair enough.
So they announced No More Heroes Travis Strikes Again back at last E3, but no. Yeah, so the No More Heroes that they're making is this game in which Travis goes into the art and goes Wreck-It Ralph essentially. He goes into the game and you have to defeat these 7 bosses. And each one is in a different game world. So one's in racing, one's in an RPG, one's in sci-fi.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, and it's 2 player.
Oh, all right. That actually sounds really good then. 2 player. Shit.
Yeah, that was one of the games that made me think about getting a Switch. I like No More Heroes.
If you got that, I would play with you.
Okay, what else is on this list? All right, we're getting near to the end of the direct. We're starting to get to the hype. We're starting to get to the my dick. Uh, Splatoon 2. I know how much you love Splatoon.
Yeah.
So they announced the Octo expansion. And
An
so,
expansion for Splatoon 2.
huh?
An expansion for Splatoon 2.
Yes,
Okay.
new single player expansion. And so
Wow.
what they showed was this like lady waking like this squidling, female squidling waking up in this grimy uh, subway station, and it had this like really sick and hard beat going on in the background, just like dun dun, and then like people chanting, and then you because I don't think any of it's in any tangible language. It might be, but there's like some squidling rapping in the background as the character is walking through the subway, and you're seeing a bunch of characters being introduced, and then it shows some like single player gameplay, and I was getting really into the beat. I was about to start rapping.
Freestyling.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was gonna be like spherical, lyrical, miracle, miracle.
Because I am the baddest of them all.
Then you stick your arms in the air like a fish out of water.
Fish out of water.
Wobbly wobbly wob. Yeah. And they're also adding a bunch of costumes and a new X rank, like a prestige system, I guess.
Oh, they
Right.
have a prestige system. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
regular shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Not anything special.
Hey, it is special.
It's colorful, yeah, I know.
You're not supposed to kill people. You're supposed to spray your ink all over the place and
You're
assert
supposed
your
to cover them
dominance.
in your ink.
Yeah.
How sexual.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've noticed there's never been a white ink.
For good reason.
So at the end of it, they talked about all their expansions, and they're having a global test. So you can also Arms is also having a global test. So they're both having like a free beta period for anyone who hasn't bought the game yet.
To try it.
Yeah, and then they ended the direct with, "All right, guys, that's the end of it. Nothing else to announce." And then the guy who's the developer of Splatoon, who's always in his lab robes, wearing goofy goggles, he looked at the guy like, "What do you mean? I thought we had something else." And the guy went, "Oh, you're right." And then you see Splatoon, the male, which is blue, and the female, that's orange. They're gunning each other down, doing span flips, going into ink, doing a bunch of John Woo stuff. And then the lights go off. She enters the sunken place. She turns around. In her eye, in the pupil of her eye, is the Smash symbol. Etika goes, "Super Smash Brothers!" Everyone loses their mind. All you see is a flaming circle with the Flash symbol, the Smash Brothers symbol, and a bunch of characters silhouetted in front of the flames. And that's it. That's the entire announcement.
I think I saw that actually. I saw that trailer.
I saw it, and when I saw the flames in her eyes, what I initially thought happened was someone set a cross on fire, and she was turning around. Yeah.
It was an upside down burning cross.
Yes.
KK had invaded Splatoon.
But then, when they turned around, I went, "All right, Smash Brothers." Yeah. So
I saw it and I went, "Oh, great! Another Smash Brothers game for me to get smashed in."
What do you mean? You're not even going to play it that often. You're gonna play
Yeah,
it like,
but I'm gonna get dragged into it at some party, get destroyed by someone who plays all the time and has no life, and
damn.
then feel bad about it for an hour.
Did you just say I have no life?
I wasn't implying you. I was implying when I went to.
Oh yeah. No, you weren't there when I single-handedly defeated everyone in the tournament. That was a different party.
There was a different time, but there was a different time where they're like, "Ethan, you should play." I'm like, "Okay, fine," and then everyone went out of their way to target me first, and I was like, "Okay." So I'm here like XQC. I'm here to feed.
Yeah. And get banned.
Yeah. Suspended.
Yeah.
Again.
Get fined.
Yep.
Donate to the Hiroshima Relief Fund.
That wasn't him.
I know.
That was a coach.
Wait. That was a coach.
Yes.
All right. I thought it was a player.
It was Kim Tyrong, the coach for the Houston Outlaws.
All right.
Pretty sure.
So, yeah. So Smash is announced. It's going to be on the Switch. Based on all information everyone is currently trying to gather, it's coming out in 2018. So by the end of this year, which is cool.
Cool.
It's definitely cool.
Yeah.
However, will it be a port or a new game? We don't know yet.
Nintendo? Let me check. Let me do the math in my head. Let's see. 14 plus... It's going to be a port of the last game that you're going to still have to pay for.
Yeah. No, but they never ported Smash Brothers. That's something. There's a Smash Brothers for each individual game, and it has its own design. It's always been the case. Smash 4, Smash 64.
Math doesn't add up, man. I'm sorry.
Melee on GameCube. Brawl on the Wii. 4, which that was a terrible name, for the 3DS and Wii U. This is leaning to be his own game. It's very possible.
It's going to be in glorious standard definition
of 1080.
No, you're not running 1080. The Switch runs 720.
720, blaze it.
I'm 100% sure. Let me double check this. The Switch does not run 1080.
No.
I'm looking.
All right. So I'm excited for as he's doing the searching. I'm excited for Smash Brothers. I'm still not interested in buying a Switch yet. Currently, There's only 3 games I'm interested on the Switch. You have Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Yep. I had to move back from the mic.
Oh yeah.
Bayonetta 3. We have No More Heroes and Smash Brothers. That's it. That's not enough to buy a system,
It's not. No. You need more than that to buy a system.
right? Although I was talking to Devin, and that clip will be up eventually. He's leaning towards it. He now has some games he want to buy. So, with everything that's been announced, since you're not really into Smash Brothers, is there anything any of these games piquing your interest for the Switch?
That co-op one
No
sounds
More
alright.
Heroes.
No More Heroes sounds alright.
All right.
But that's about it.
So you're still not leaning towards buying a Switch.
If Pokemon games comes out for it, I still wouldn't even buy it.
Ooh. Ooh, tell me.
I have decided I'm done with that series pretty much.
Pokemon? Why?
Hmm.
You've owned every Pokemon game up until now.
Yeah, and I really wasn't that big into Sun and Moon. It kind of disappointed me, and I was not gonna buy Omega Sun and Omega Moon because why? Or Ultra, whatever. Who cares? It doesn't. Why do they need to make so many games that are exactly the same?
Because it's a guaranteed cash grab.
I'm kind of over guaranteed cash grabs.
You're not a business.
I'm not a business.
Fortunately, you're a PC master race, so there's a
I'm not. I have
variety
a
of
Mac.
games. You are a MAC master race.
I have an Xbox One original, which is a space heater, and I play games on Mac. I am hardly PC Master Race, and nor am I hardly a console player. I, I just there's certain things that I want in games, and that is something new every time I pick it up, which is a lot to ask for.
All right. Okay. So
And the Wikipedia page officially for the Nintendo Switch does not display what its display graphics are, which I think should be illegal.
wait.
It's not saying what its display resolution is.
What's its display resolution?
It's not listing it.
All right.
It is not listed anywhere on this page. Okay, Nintendo doctored this Wikipedia entry.
Hard hitting news, people. Finding out the specs. Why don't you just check Digital Foundry?
Here we go. 1280 by 720p LCD screen. And 1080p via HDMI while docked.
Yeah. So
While docked.
when it's in a TV?
Why does it not have that all the time?
Because when they require more power, and you want to.
No, it would just require a better screen.
Yeah. But
The screen is a 720 screen.
yeah, but it's still better than like a DS or PSP.
Yeah, those are all running like 480.
Exactly.
460.
And it's way better as a portable console.
But iPhones have at least 1080p.
All right, but iPhones sell you a phone without an audio jack.
And you're not wrong, but at least they have a. I bet honestly, the Switch sold you a console. Nintendo sold you a console that doesn't use a normal headset.
Also, fair.
So same thing.
I didn't know that. I know it just had a normal you can put in.
It has a jack that you can use for headphones, but if you want to use their speaking software, their speech software, you have to buy a custom set of headphones.
Oh no, I don't give a damn about that. I'm just talking about listening.
Okay, yeah, it does have a 35 millimeter, or not 35 millimeter, a 3.5 millimeter jack,
All right. Okay.
1/8 inch jack. Anyway, I just want I want the next device that I buy to be able to run 4K. And Nintendo's not going to do that for me for at least 10 years.
Yeah. I don't. Fortunately, I don't need 4K. It's not something
I'm a
depressing.
graphics hog.
Ooh, but ooh, oof.
Oofta.
All right, I think the Switch was. I think the Nintendo Direct was pretty decent. I don't really
Seems
have
like it was
anything
loaded.
else. It was filled with content. Surprisingly, I wasn't expecting that many games in 30
There's a
minutes.
lot of games. Yeah, good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them for releasing the same games again. Good for them.
Hey, it works. How many? Like COD has more than 10 games. Uh,
Yeah, but at least they're giving the remastered versions out for like with when you buy another game, like it's attached to it.
no, it's not like I pay $60 and I get Modern Warfare. It's I pay $80. I'm paying for the game, and then
Yeah,
they charge you for the same DLC a second time.
yeah.
Or Assassin's Creed, that's over 10 games, I think.
What I'll just do is I'll continue to pay monthly for a game I play once a week.
Yeah.
Better deal.
All right. So I'm gonna. Anything else you want to talk about, or is that it?
Well, since Chris isn't here, I can't rant too much about Overwatch League, but we can do it next week.
All right. I'll see if Chris is available. Anyway, thanks for watching or listening
Listening, yeah.
or
Thanks for listening.
whatever. See you next week. Boy.